Hey guys, today I'll show you how to add power-ups in BombSquad. Custom power-ups, new power-ups, or you can just steal code from other mod packs and add it, right? Anyways, okay, I'll just show an example of a power-up, how to add it. It's a custom power-up. Well, using the same method, you can add them on the servers as well. So let's get into it. Well, I'll be using the Python software to do the editing. Yeah, well, you guys must be using something like Notepad++, or UI Charm, I guess. Well, anything works. I use Python. That's it. Okay, I'll show you how to from where to download it. I have already downloaded it, so I won't be doing it again. Okay, this is the latest version, 3.7.1 over here. Okay, there are other versions if you need any specific versions. Not necessary though. Just download it and install it. And then get into your BombSquad script folder. Okay, so basically for creating a power up, we need to do two things. The first is making a power up in BS power up. That's where you create the box and give the texture for the power up. And in BS Paz, you'll have to define what the power up is going to do. So first let's create the box that's going to be in BS power up. Also, while coding, make sure that you're aware of the case sensitive letters, or else the game won't start at all. Okay, so this is the class object over here, class power of factory over here. This is basically all the attributes, means all the power-ups that exist in the game. Well, this is just naming. This doesn't have anything to do with the actual creation of the power-up. So this is necessary, but we'll just do it for letting ourselves know that there's a power-up called as punch. That speed punch, that's the punch I'm going to code and show you. So this isn't actually necessary, it's fine even if you don't do it. It's just for knowledge that it exists. Okay, so this is it, a power up called as punch exists in this game. It hasn't been created or anything, it just yeah, it doesn't matter in the least. It's fine even if you don't do it or anything. Okay, so this is where we create the power up, give it a name, and give it this what we call it, a texture. So texture is basically the look of a power up box. So let's do it, self dot text power up name is punch as in speed punch. Vs dot get texture. Okay, just be aware of this caps things or else game won't run again. Cool. So in this green column over here in this bracket, we'll have to give the texture that we want for our power up. So let's go in the texture folder. Well, you can take any texture from here, anyone you like, doesn't matter, anything is fine. Okay, so we just have to copy the name of the power up and paste it in this. So mine is speed punch, so I'll just take this one, looks cool. Click on rename, Control plus C and copy it, and just go back in the Python over here and paste it in between those. Okay, perfect. So after this, get it saved. Okay, this much is saved now. So here it is, punch exists. There we give it this. Texture is created. Okay, the next thing you want to do is, okay, this is where the distribution is given. So basically the distribution is limited to 0 to 3, I think. I don't know if it works with 4 and 5, but 3 is the max, I think so. Okay, so if your power up is set on 0, then that power up won't spawn on the map. It won't spawn ever. Yeah, so once I did one, so if I just start the game now, the health will be the only power up that comes, because every other is on 0. So we'll have to add a power up over here. Our power up is sponge. Okay, let's make it 3. So the distribution number 3 is actually that. See, if I do 1 over here, the triple bomb power up will spawn on the map like very less time. 0 is almost none. Almost none, it is none. And if you keep it 2, then it will spawn more than triple bomb. So ice bomb is going to be there more than triple bomb. And if you do punch 3, so that means that punch is going to be more. So sponge and punch are more. I don't want impact bombs on the map, the landmines, the sticky bombs. I don't want the curse. Okay, health. Okay, let's make health. Okay, let's keep it on to 1 only. Okay, then save it. So our power up is here, and okay, I missed a comma over here. Make sure you don't miss anything like this, or else it's going to show error. Rather than error, the game won't start. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so there's another over here attributes. It's the same thing as we did in the first place over here. And just for our knowledge that a power up is there like that, so just add it over here also if you need. If you don't add it, it's fine. Where did it go? Okay, it was B. Okay, let's add sponge. Okay, it's done. Okay, now giving out power up. Okay, so this is where we create the power up box itself. Over here, create power up box. Okay, so let's create a power up box now. Okay, I think I'll just copy it rather than doing that. So that might decrease the chances of the errors. Okay, so power up type, let's change the curse to sponge H, and also text sponge. Alright, that's that. Hold on 1 sec. Okay, it's recording. I thought it was off for a second. Okay, never mind. Okay, power up type sponge text. Okay, that's it. Then hit save. Oops. Okay, undo, save. Alright, that's that. Okay, so after just creating it in this powerup.py, so if you start the game now without defining what the power up is going to do in PS Pass, then the power up box will appear on the map. But if you were to take it, you'll pass through it and nothing actually will happen. Yeah, as I was saying, we'll say next is okay. The texture thing is done as well. Okay, so now let's get into PS Pass. Oh, sorry. Oh, PS Pass over here. Okay, so if you're using Python, then first thing after installing it or starting the PC once, first you'll have to click on it, left click on it once so that the file gets compiled. And after that, you'll have to edit it. Without compiling, the editing page won't open actually. Just letting you know if you use Python. Okay, so now I think it's line number 900 or 970 something. There's line number over here. Alright, it's 931 where we define what the power up does. So this is all what the power up does. The other power ups: impact bombs, sticky bombs, punch power up. Okay, so we can add anywhere over here what our power up is going to do. So let's add somewhere. Yeah, okay, we'll add below the punch because our power up is punch. Okay, let's do it. LF. Okay, 1 sec. Let's copy paste it again. Too many errors. Let's copy paste. Okay, so let's just change the name. That's going to be sponge. Alright, now let's define what our power up can do. Okay, so we can actually, we'll have to create it as a power up, right? So the text power up text. Okay, this is what will get the factory, means the power up box that we created in BS power up. We'll take it from there and put it over here. Alright, so just change the sponge to sponge because the power up is sponge, not punch. Okay, that's it. Hit save. Okay, don't forget to hit save. Okay, that's the important thing. Okay, now let's define what a power up will do. So, our power up punch cooldown will be 0. So with this, if you keep the cooldown to 0, you can punch repeatedly non-stop until the power up wears off. So and so we normal punch scale, I think it's 1.2. So that's pretty high damage if you spam punches, which is I mean speed punch. So we'll decrease the punch power scale slightly so that the damage is a bit low, so that the power is balanced actually, not too overpowered. So let's make it 1.0. Real original one is 1.2, I believe. Not sure, but we'll keep it 1.0. Okay, so if you start the game now, I think the power up should be working. Also, yeah. So we haven't declared this wear of time. So if you start the game with this much of coding, then the game will run, and when you take the power up, your power up will actually last until you take another power up. So if you declare the wear of time, power up wear of time, that is, if you declare it, then it's going to be default 30 seconds. So after 30 seconds, your power up is going to end. So let's, I think I missed something. Okay, sorry. I missed the underscore over here. That's the reason why the power up isn't working. Okay, so underscore. Okay, that's right over here. That's the reason why I was going for copy paste rather than typing it. Yeah, so for adding the custom sound and screen message, you'll have to do BS. For adding screen message, you'll have to do screen message. Let's say I want to say spammy boy after the power up is taken, and color is going to be color. We'll have to add it in RGB scale, so let's do it 0. Okay, that's it. And for getting the sound, you'll have to do yes get sound max sound play sound play sound. So the sound is there in the sound folder in the BombSquad. So just take anyone you like. I'm gonna go with Gong. I haven't seen any, but I remember there's something like Gong, I think. So that's the one we'll get when we take the power up. Help one sec. Okay, wait. Play sound comes first. That we get sound. Okay, that's it. Yeah, so by doing this, you'll get a screen message when you take the power up saying spammy boy, you can change anything over here, and it will play the sound gong. That's the bell, I guess, when the game starts down or whatever. Yeah, so let's hit save. Okay, so now for adding the wear of time. So if you don't add the wear of, then once you take the power up won't end until you take any other power up. So you have to add default wear of time, and default wear of time is 30 seconds for the power ups, for any power ups, I believe. So let's add it. Self dot power up expires, right? Oops, Okay, now first we'll have to define this. First we'll have to I didn't know that we are asking for the mini billboard. So mini billboard is basically the small icon that comes on the character, BS character once we take any power up. The small icons on his head that this power up is there right now with us. You can actually copy paste it from here or anywhere. It's actually same, just remove the main things like if there's a glove one in this, then we won't be needing glove one in ours. So we remove the line with the glove if you were to copy paste then. If you want your power up to have gloves, then you will have to just add one more line over here, this one over here below this, and almost go with the same coding for this. So you'll get the cooldown 0, also the scale as 1, and you'll also have gloves if you do that. Next one, self.node, we'll write another one. Node input start. Okay, one sec. T.ds get game time. Okay, so this is basically the default game time. Mini billboard start time. Now we're going to give the mini billboard start time and the end time after that. See the start time, that's basically when we take the power up and the icon appears on our head. That's the start time. And now the end time. For end time, we'll take the default power up cooldown time. Power up here of cooldown here of its thing. This is actually 30 seconds. It is default predefined, so we don't have to do it again. Enough time. Okay, now we'll have to go for the self dot. What happens when the start mini billboard starts, and after that what happens when it ends? That two lines. So punch our power up. Yes. Of time of flash. That's it. Well, here it doesn't matter if it's 1000, 2000 or 3000, because we are calling the default time in the end, so this one doesn't matter actually. So we'll call the timer to start, so it's gonna be a weak call over here, and then self, so that it gets applied on ourselves. The wear of timer starts over here. Sounds punch. Wear of flash. So this is where it will start flashing the mini billboard that it's about to end. And in the other line it will end completely. The power. Sponge wear of timer. Again get the BS timer here. get it on ourselves. Sponge wear off. Okay, that's it. So hit save after this, just in case. Okay, so if you do this much, most probably the game won't start, or even if it does start, the power up won't work because you have still to define one thing. Since we created this sponge wear of which isn't actually defined. Sponge wear of something we just created, and something like glove wear of it's already defined what glove wear of does. So we'll have to go define sponge wear of as well. So mostly it won't work, or it might work, then you won't be able to take it on the map. So for defining it, Control plus F and search for gloves. Okay, so this is where gloves wear of is defined. So we'll have to define below this what sponge wear of does. Let's add another line over here and define it. Space after define. I think it's splash wear of sponge splash. Flash. First comes flash, after comes the normal wear of, same as this two lines. Not exactly two lines, but okay, so now we get it done. The same thing what's done above actually. Just remove the glove part, boxing glove that is. Self node. And we'll put extra power get better punch. Okay, let's copy it out from here. Where did it go? Paste it over here. And just rename this part to sponge. Sponge. Okay, now last line. That's for wear off. Sponge wear off self. Okay, so this can also be copy pasted from here. First thing, we'll need the factory defaults over here. Just copy it out, paste this line. Right. Okay, factory. Forget factory default. Okay, then after that it's self dot punch. Oops. Punch. Power scale. Factory. That's it. And last one, same base for cooldown. Okay, that's it. And the last line just copied out from here. Okay, over here. If this node exists, then the billboard capacity will go 0. That's basically over here. The billboard starts means the small icon on our head that the power up is taken will be visible, and when it's about to end, the wear off, it will go completely. So the billboard will be gone over here. So hit save over here, and that's it. So that's it. Okay, over here we forgot to add underscore. So just don't forget this little thing, or else the game won't start. And you'll think that it's corrupt or anything. Okay. Or else I'll just leave this completely coded files in the description and download and replace it if you need. If you understood it, then try creating your own. Also showed you how to add that custom one, sound and screen message, and this power up. Yeah, so that's it. So what I'll be doing now is showing how the power up works from my Android. So basically all I'm going to do is replace those two scripts in my Android DIY, and I'll make a video from it that how it works at the end of it. That's now actually, so that's it. Also guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any problems then feel free to comment and let us know what to do in our next video. Hey, thanks, cheers.
Okay guys, so I'll just show you quickly how to do it in DIY as well. So these are the two files with everything done, all editing and all, Powerup and Spaz. So download it. I'll leave the link in the description. So just open your ES Explorer, go in home, search for this downloads AS. Okay, over here. Okay, so there are these two. So just click or copy anything, it's fine. Let's go back in home, and this is the DIY folder, and go in system. Well, if you don't know what I'm doing, then look the last video that I uploaded about how to use the BombSquad HTM. So just come over here and paste it. If there comes a override option, then apply to all and override it. Okay, so that's basically overwritten now. So just try opening the game now, DIY. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, using customs. Okay, I think it's working. So let's test it out. Let's just do it in this. Okay, there's a power up. So there it is, the mini billboard above, the small icon above our head. And that's our speed punches. So it's basically 30 seconds. So there's a flash, and the power up has weared off now, as you can see. So that's basically it. That's how you add the mini billboard icon and custom power up. That's all guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya.